Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Bodies194, and welcome back for another Sunday vlog. Now, in today's Sunday vlog, I'm actually going to be talking about a subject that's kind of gotten me, kind of like been on my mind for a little bit. I was talking to my friends about it, and I didn't even know how passionate I was for the subject until I started talking to them about it. And that subject is it's like social media, the social community, and who we are and who we think we are socially. Now, when talking about social media, social media was an incredible invention. For our generation, we use like things like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, things like that to communicate with people we haven't seen in like years, and also to talk to people across the country and even across the world. So I believe the social media is a very revolutionary invention, and was is incredible for what we use it for. Now, that being said, I'm talking more of the concept of social media and not really social media in of itself. So, what I mean by the concept of social media, I mean what social media has done to us, period, like as people. So I've noticed, like talking to my friend, I've noticed that social media basically has its own criteria. And by saying that, I mean like you cannot be favored in social media unless you look a certain way, or you talk a certain way, or you act a certain way. And me personally, I think that's literally bullshit because like a lot of people don't think they're like beautiful, or they don't think they're cool, or they have different or mixed feelings about themselves because they don't look like the trending model, or they don't look like what their friends want them to look like, and things like that, and what random people who really don't even care about them want them to look like. And it's having a very, very big effect on the people in our generation, and I know it's going to have a big effect on people in the generation to come, because I literally talk to people and they say, "Oh, just because I don't look like this supermodel or this actor, or I don't have a big butt, or guys don't stare at me while I walk when I walk past them, I'm not beautiful." And I think for people to think like that is literally just disgusting, because everybody is beautiful. Period. Um, a lot of people have different things that make them beautiful, but everybody in of themselves is beautiful. And I personally believe if you cannot like see that for yourself, then there's no possible way other people can see that. So with you putting yourself down, it makes it literally like 100 times worse than someone else putting you down, because at the end of the day, who really cares about what they think? Like, I mean, of course you want to be favored among people, and that's like normal American things to be like, oh, I want to be like thought of as beautiful, and I want to be thought of as being good looking, or being cool, or being that guy that people can come to. And I was like, then believe that you're that person. Like throughout your life, um, a lot of people will come and go. Like there are people who will not, who will just not like you. Like period. Like there are people who literally I've talked to personally. I've talked to, and I thought I've just been myself, and I thought I've been cool with them, and they just don't like me. Like my mom always told me that. Excuse me. My mom always told me that there will be people who don't like you for the pettiest things, just because you're doing better than them, or just because you talk a certain way or act a certain way, or you have a good air about yourself. There are people who are just not going to like you. There are people who are literally going to look at you and judge you and be like, "Oh, he has a big head, or his eyes are weird, or he just talks differently. I don't like him." Like, I mean, think about it. Like slavery. Like, just because my skin was a different color than yours, you didn't like me. You thought I was lesser than you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That I feel like social media is getting back to that corrupted mindset and that corrupted viewpoint. And I personally think that it's crazy. Like it's crazy that someone doesn't feel like they're a good enough person just because other people don't think they're a good enough person. And I wanted to put this video out there. I definitely want to make this one of my vlog subjects, because I want people to know that beauty is more than just how you look. Like you can be the most beautiful person in the entire world, the most beautiful person, literally ranked number one of every person ever to be born ever, and you still won't be beautiful. Like if you don't think that you're beautiful, you're not going to be beautiful. And like I was saying, beauty is more than looks. Like if you're a beautiful person and you just have like a disgusting like attitude or personality, or getting to the core of it, like a disgusting soul, period, like you're not beautiful. Like you're not beautiful. Like, and I hate the word ugly. Like I hate the word ugly because it's it's such a fictitious word. Like there really should not be an ugly person ever. Like, but just because, and this is the thing that really makes you like, it really puts like a sour taste in your mouth, because it's the thought of literally, you're ugly because I don't like you. Oh, she's ugly because her face is like looks different than this fucking trending actress that I was just looking at, or things like that. It's literally social media has basically climaxed at the fact that you only are as good as what other people can rate you, and and that honestly is fucking horrible. Is like I can't even come up with the words, and how literally just like how terrible like that is. I don't understand. Like me myself, I used to be bullied a lot, honestly. Um, Sorry guys, I was just looking at my phone. I used to be bullied a lot, and it will literally just be because you're weird. Like that's literally like the only word they can say. Like you're weird, or you're always too like energetic. You're always too happy. Like I don't like you because of that. And it literally just like makes you sit there and be like like what is their problem? And it's just I just think the whole subject of how social media is run nowadays is just point blank period, just not right, just not right. But that's neither here nor there. That was just my little opinion on what social media has become. I'm sorry guys, I'm still getting over this cold. Also, another thing I want to talk to you about in this vlog, uh, excuse me, was women. Was actually women, because funny enough, I was actually talking to my friend about this as well, and um, I just think women are kind of. My friend was asking me some advice on like women, and he was like, I've been trying with this girl, and like it's not going anywhere, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and basically things like that. And I'm like what are you doing? Like what are you doing with her and stuff like that? And he's like, oh, you know I'm just being me. I'm just telling her what I want. Period. And like she seems like she doesn't like respect that and things like that. And she thinks I'm all about sex, and I'm really not. But that's what she thinks. And I realized that talking to him, I realized that a lot of guys go about talking to women like wrong. First off, a lot of guys are just really impulsive, and 99.999999999 repeated times. A lot of times, guys just bleh, do just want sex, and that's kind of pretty bad to say, but a lot of times they do, and a lot of times they don't know how to go about it. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like back when I was a kid, like back when I was not really a kid, but like in high school. When I first lost my virginity, I lost my virginity at 16 when I was a sophomore in high school. And like everybody can say, like the first time you have sex, you kind of get addicted to it. Like not addicted to it, but you kind of want to have it again. and then once you have it again, you want to have it again and again, and it kind of spirals down from there, and then hopefully once you hit a certain age, you start becoming a man and realize that having meaningless sex is kind of pointless. So you start thinking more maturely. But I personally think it's really natural to go through like a whole like horror phase, if you want to say it like that, or a phase where you just like you kind of really don't care about gaining actual feelings. You kind of just care about sex. Because I went through that phase. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been with a decent amount of women in my life, and definitely when I first lost my virginity, like I lost my virginity at 16, and I would say I didn't hit that like that maturity phase that you should get into. Probably didn't hit that till like 19, like end of 19. So I went through that horror phase for a decent amount of time, and luckily for me, I was able by like 17 or 18. I was able to like kind of see how women's brains worked, because it's like a fucking Tetris game in their head. It's crazy. Like you have to say the right things at the right time, and do this when they want it, and do that when they want it, and not do this when they want it, and not say this when they don't want to hear it. So it's literally crazy to get holy shit, a woman down for you, especially if you kind of only care about like sex. But the one thing that I've noticed about every woman is that like every single woman, and no matter who they are, every single woman will say to you, or will say period. They'll put it on like social media, or they'll tell their friends, like why does every boy care about sex? Why does every boy only care about sex? I want something genuine. I want something like real. I want like a real relationship, and I want him to take me places. I want to do things with him, and I don't want to just have sex. Every single girl you ever talk to ever will say that. Believe me, they'll say that. But I would say, out of all the women who say that, like 100% of women say that, I would say maybe like 30, 35, 40% of women actually mean that. Now you're saying, what the hell do you mean? Are you saying that women just say that to feel better about themselves? Basically, like that sounds like an asshole thing to say, but a lot of women will say that so they can confide in themselves or in their friends or in social media, whoever they want to know, that they're not some whore. Because I'm pretty sure most people know that women get a lot more shit for having sex around than men do. Like for women, if they have sex with like two guys in a week, they're literally ridiculed and called whores and hoes, sluts, thoughts, things like that. They're called like every name in the book, which is crazy in its own fucking realm. But I digress from that. They'll be called all these different names just because they like having sex. Where as if it's a guy, if I had sex, I could have sex with like 17 girls in a week, and all my friends would be like, "Oh yeah, dude, he's the man, bro. He can get any girl." Yeah, man, I want to be like him. Yo, I get advice from him. I take him to every club. Yeah, we go and bring like 5 girls at home at once. Like it's so topsy turvy that the only safety net that women even have is the thought that, or convincing others or convincing themselves that they are not that. Like a woman will 100% want to be that. Will 100% not care about relationships or feelings or bullshit like that. They'll just be like, you know what? I just want to fuck. Period. But for women, you can't just go out and fuck because everybody and their mama gonna call you a whore. So it's like this game that they have to play with themselves, that they want to do what they want to do, but they don't want to do what they want to do because they're afraid of what they're going to be called. So the safety net that women create with that is by making themselves believe that they are not that. So by doing that, what they do is they'll tell you up, down, fucking left and right that, oh, I'm not like that. I'm not gonna go to your house in the first date. We're not gonna do anything. There ain't gonna be no goddamn Netflix because I know what the shit's gonna happen with that and everything like that. So women create the safety net for them. But let me tell you what women are actually doing with that. what they do is that they're convincing themselves that that's if they go over to a man's house and like if I was a guy and talking to a girl, I was like, oh yeah, we can go over to my place. You know, nothing's gonna happen. Well, I'll make you some food. We can just sit and talk, learn about each other, watch TV, just do just chill, just hang out. And no girls will be like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. No sex and no shit like that. You're like, no, 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 no. Just come over. We'll just chill, and have a good time. So what? But then women. First off, women love hearing that shit. So basically, what you're doing is that you're confirming them, or you're helping them come to reality with themselves. That all right, no sex. That's all that's gonna happen. We're just gonna chill and everything like that. Now, once the girl gets to your house, by all means, I bet $100,000 on this on this realization. When a girl gets to your house, and when a girl gets to like gets with you like by themselves and shit like that, I would say like maybe 8.5, 9 times out of 10, a girl's gonna be even more freaky than you. They're gonna even want sex more than you are gonna want sex. You know why? Because you basically helped them create this safety net, saying that sex is not the only reason why I came here. That's what a girl wants to know. A girl wants to know that sex was not the only reason why I came to your house. Like it could be in their minds, it could be 100% why they want to come to your house. But as long as it's not like, hey girl, come to my house, let's just fuck and let's just do all this. They're like 100 times out of 100, they're gonna be like, fuck that. No, I'm not gonna do that. But if I say, yo, come to my house, I'm gonna cook you dinner, we'll watch TV, shit like that. You come to my house and we have sex. One like I said, like 9.5 times out of like 10, like they'll be okay with it. They'll be fucking phenomenal with it, and they won't feel bad because they can go to their friends, they can go to social media, they can go to whoever they want and be like, oh, I actually just came over his house just to watch TV, just to eat, and one thing led to another, and we end up having sex. Now, see, in a girl's mind, that sounds like 1,000 times out of 100 better than just coming over his house to have sex. To them, it's like, okay, it just happened. Period. Like it just happened. Shit just got real. It just got steamy, and what, like, bada bing, bada boom, I was out of my clothes. Period. Like, and they'll be okay with that. They'll be perfectly fucking fine with that realization. So, just a little insight to women. And women, you can bash me in the comments. You can just blow my shit up and be like, oh my god, bodyism, Malachi, you're so goddamn wrong about women. Like I don't even know how you've ever had a woman in your life. That's so stupid. That means absolutely nothing. And more times than not, that's actually gonna happen. Women are not like they're gonna be like, holy shit, oh my god, Buffy's right. Oh my god, I didn't even know I was doing that. And now he just caught me out of my shit and blah 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 blah. So more times than not, they're gonna like defend themselves. They're gonna be like, "Oh, what the fuck? That doesn't even make sense. Like, I would never do shit like that." I'm just saying, girls, guys and girls. I'm just saying that I've been with a decent amount of women, and almost every single one of them. If I ever invite them somewhere by themselves, almost every single one of them were like, "No sex." And I'm like, fine, fine. And the funny thing is, I usually don't even want to have sex. Like usually, I'm just like now, like I'm just like chill about it. Like yo, let's actually just come over here. Let's just chill. Let's just watch TV. Let's do let's just fucking like hang out. Let's just do something fun. And then like fucking 7 times out of 10, a woman will come to you and be like, they'll start the first move. Like they'll be like, oh, um, so they will do this whole like back and forth thing where it's like they want you to start like a sexual conversation, but they won't want you to start a sexual conversation. They'll be like, oh, let's play a game, or so are you like a good kisser, or like they'll throw some shit in there, and they'll be like, excuse me, they'll throw some shit in there, and they'll be like, you know, hit, fuck me, type deal like that. I'm just saying, maybe it's just the women that I messed with. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No. I was just letting you guys know my little situation with women. And, it's funny because I was talking to my friend, and I basically came to that realization. It's like, holy shit, like women are like more freaky than men, but they just hide it, you know? And, I can understand that. I can understand that because I think it's honestly fucked up that, like, a girl gets so much shit for liking sex. Like, when it's a human thing. Like you're gonna like sex. I don't know why women are bashed so much for liking sex, but maybe because, like, going back to my first topic about social media, it's just how social media views the whole views sex and views gender roles in sex. So fuck it. So fuck it. But with those two topics being out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video in this sunny vlog, holy shit, the Sunday vlog for this week. Like I always say, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends about me. And as always, we'll make it do what it do. Hopefully, I get over this goddamn sickness soon, so I don't sound like a fucking dying fetus. So, all right. So tomorrow's Monday, so look out for that Outlast video tomorrow. And uh, and yeah. So above all else, you guys have one beautiful day. All right, guys.